Dun, 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 dun. What is up, peeps? Oh, we're back again. Daddy Love Guru here. Hey, make sure, follow, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. We'll be doing more gameplays. As we do it here, I don't know why people send me keys, let me do playtests. Because we keep it real, we keep it raw. I just, my perspective from gaming all my life, being a game tester, working in the industry, being a content creator for a living at one point, being a consumer, being a fan. I don't pull punches. I just refuse to. And look, I get it. That hurts my opportunities. I'm too old to care. All right. Morgenstern. Don't know about this name, but that's what it is. It's supposed to be a hack and slash third person RPG action roguelike. I don't even know what that means anymore. Never heard of the developer before. I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. Doublesmith, Gimba. I don't know what that is. Playing on a 5090, 9950 3DX top of the line hardware here, so you're gonna get the experience that I get. They say this is a beta, playtest for the beta. Shout out to Key Mallory, shout out to them for giving me this opportunity. Shout out to the devs. I played a little bit of it earlier. We're gonna get into it. It's one of those games where, like, I can see the ideal. This needs to cook. So before I make you watch all of this, if you want to, just know my initial thoughts are they need to shut this down. This needs a lot of time. This needs a lot of time, a lot of bugs, a lot of performance issues. This needs time to cook before they put this back on the public. But here we are. You know, this is like, hey, we're gonna make this more usable. No gamepad support in this menu. And that's for beta. I gotta say, for beta in 2025, this is my biggest fucking, like, piss me off as a game tester and consumer. It's 2025, man. These engines have this shit built in to do a lot of this stuff for you already. Between that and coding and AI and, like, hiring somebody, a third party over the internet that can do it, like, I don't know the excuse in a beta or anything forward. You know, I mean, they push these builds out for PR, and I get the developers get excited about what they're making, you know, their craft, their art, and all that stuff. And I'm not trying to take away from that. It's just, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I don't understand how to do any of it. However, it's 2025. Like, there should be basic things there, like full controller support. Like, if you don't build your game in 2025 from now to the future with controller support baked in the core, don't make a game. Don't add it in later, because I don't know why PC devs, I don't know what the PC mindset is. I feel like most devs have never been a console player to understand that if you try to add it in later, it's never right. It's just never right. If you don't build games in your engine or whatever it is, if you have it in-house repeatedly, because then, like, yeah, you can add it in later, but it changes how everything in the game moves, how everything interacts, how frames interact, how stuff loads, what renders, player movement, how the environment and enemies and AI react to that. Like, I don't understand it, and it tells me that your game will live and die on PC, because if it goes to console, it's for sure gonna die, because it's just always gonna feel like crap. and like, PUBG's like I think the golden example of that, of where, like, even that big of a game just kind of, you know, people don't want to put up with it. If you're not doing that, if you're not doing captions, if you're not doing colorblindness from the rip, I mean, like, that should be the number one thing you put in accessibility. I just don't make a game. I Don't know what to tell you. That might be a weird rant or take, and if you really understand how stuff works, and as a gamer, how bad it translates every time it's added in or done down the road, like especially in a PvP game where it's very clear that the mouse and keyboard users, even if you put aim assist in a game, just can dominate because they can move in ways that you shouldn't be able to, because no one ever puts in any limiters. And like, there's tons of games for examples of that. Delta Force, Battlefield, there's all kinds of new ones. Anyways, I don't get it. I see there's gonna be a bunch of options here. That's great. We're not gonna do music because, you know, there is some controller support in the game, just not in the menus or all the menus. I don't know. Anyways, we're playing maxed out. I don't understand the low res textures and models either in a beta. Not sure why you have that. I mean, unless this is the whole game, it's very poor. There's a ton of AA. Yeah, usability is horrible at the moment. They know that, which fine, whatever. Like that in a beta, I can live with. Doesn't always mean it's gonna get better in release. I don't know why they locked these characters in the beta / playtest. That doesn't make sense to me either. Let's see. Sure. I guess she's a mana user, it looks like. Yeah, these character models look atrocious. You have a loadout. These are your stats. Resources. You can pick different weapons. Obviously, this is not this is not what it's. I hope this is not what it's gonna look like. We're just gonna go with a sword. Not enough resources to make sword. Okay, just kidding. Yeah, we're just gonna pick up whatever's in the game. There's an upgrade system. Again, like, I'm gonna be real honest. If you told me this was a mobile game being developed right now, I'd be like, all right, this makes sense. And even then, like, you can look at some mobile games, like the new Destiny game and Once Human. It's like, they like that's the bar, bro. I'm sorry, but like that's the bar, guys. Like, if you're a developer, that's the bar. And hey, man, it is what it is. If you're gonna make it a game, so you gotta host a game, host a private game, find a game, which is non-existent in this game for being playtest beta. there just isn't. So I don't know how to do the multiplayer. They gave me 3 keys. Unfortunately, nobody's interested in it. Out of my friends, you can do 1v1 PvE, PvP, PvE castle, and 1v1 PvPE dungeon, or just do PvE, which is what we're gonna do. I don't know how the PvE, PvP, PvE is gonna work. I love games that have that. I can tell you right now, it's not gonna be great in this game. By the way, the hit detection and then range and just the whole movement, like, they're gonna have it's one of the hardest things to do, by the way. So like, kudos to them for trying. It's one of the hardest things to freaking do, is do PvP, let alone PvP, PvE. But this day and age, I think everybody needs one mode like that. So we're just gonna go and jump in. Everything's pretty basic. I gotta be real honest, the look of the game, again, see the character model's a little bit better here, but I don't know, the hair is fucking terrible. I'm floating on the ground currently. The animations are just so weird, man. Even like the textures are not. All right. Anyways, look how they put the trees in, like. This jump makes no sense. Ragdoll. The reason I'm chewing this up is like, because it just needs it. It's not. This game's not ready, man. It's not ready. It's eating a hole through my 5090 right now, and we're only pulling 90 frames. Like, you know. And I've heard, I don't want to hear the argument. Oh, it's just a beta. First of all, this is no way this is a beta. This is, in my opinion, from a playtester standpoint. Maybe standards have changed. I don't know. It's been years. There are so many other things that need to be done and working correctly for this to be out of an alpha phase that I would not call this a beta, in my opinion. That when a beta is close to launching the finished product. Now we all know everybody bastardizes beta and early access these days, and that's a whole other conversation. But let's say it is a beta. A lot of times shit doesn't change from beta to early access, and then it's just early access for 10 years before it dies. Because this is already dated. This is so incredibly dated. If you look at a game like Soulframe, and now granted they're doing crazy stuff, but like look at that game. Like the bar is a lot higher in 2025, guys. It just is. My argument is always, if you're gonna try and repeat what other people have done, you have to do it better than they did, and bring your own magic to it. But also, the problems that have in game development that have already been solved, you can't bring those to your game, and you can't have it fucking dated. The technology is just there to use, and why would gamers play your game? And why would they play your game when the better stuff exists, like blatantly exists over the years? The problem with that is, I find it's a lot of the PC only mindset. And because PC players play fucking anything because they play on fucking 20-year-old PCs. And then they go, console sucks, I'm never paying online. Meanwhile, fucking PS5 Pro blows away half the fucking PCs on the market. You know, according to fucking Steam. So, like, the bar is a lot higher, dude. But it's a weird pigeonhole. I don't know what else to call it. What the fuck is this thing? Alright, so the audio, like the thing, these make like human dude noises. Yeah, that doesn't add up, man. That doesn't fit that at all. It was hitting me before the. Yeah, I mean, like this is. I'm sorry, like. Frame rate's a little bit better. 99% fucking using the 5090 though. That's wild. Now that tells you a lot about the game's textures and the way it handles AA and things. And 4K. 4K, that'll fucking, man, that'll smoke all the loopholes and shortcomings of your game. Hello? Alright, let's see. Yeah, I mean, you know, what was the Dungeon and Dragon, or came out like a year or two ago, or like that game was pretty bare minimum, and it got a little bit of patches. It didn't have PvP in it, which we can't test in this game, and I have no idea if it's worth a shit or it's gonna work. They needed to open up this more to test that stuff out. And like that's another thing too. Like if you're gonna put that in your game, like you have to focus on that number one, because if you don't stress test your servers, in design in your netcode, like you're wasting your time. Oh, that looks cool. What? This says Crazy Karens? Oh, come on, guys. This is... you know, I'm gonna go back to that conversation about this weird, and I'm obviously a PC player. I play all games on everything. Okay, we have her to summon or whatever. It really is like there's a certain type of caliber of player in person and developer, and like that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like that right there. Like what was that? What kind of fucking childish shit was that? Number one, that's not. You know, I'm not gonna. It's not worth my time to dig into this because like this is exactly the shit that I'm sick of seeing in video gaming. It's just this one narrow focused mindset of like, hey, you know, it'd be cool if we made a game and we could do it like this, and it'd be cool if I had that. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, I can learn how to code that. And like, hey, like that's amazing that you can learn how to code things and become a developer, but what the like, dude, this isn't even up to a mobile game visually, let alone the hit detection, the animations, the audio, like it's just, and then you have some shit like that. I can't say good things. I'm sorry. I can't. A horn playing for a level up. My dodge is this weird fucking 8-bit lightning animation. Bizarre, dude. Let's just spawn her in. Let's recharge my mana. I just what is this? Alright, we're gonna level up, I guess. Oh, I can grab a stool. Okay. Please go play some high-end mobile games, developers, and please go play like some good console games. Yeah. Please go do that. Let's go see what a dungeon's like. And then I'm never gonna play this again. Oh, well, I don't think I can because you can't. There's nobody to. Well, at least there's stuff to do, but that's like every game. You know, Dark and Darker would be more. Or something like that would be probably a better experience. Okay, but how do I leave this? Country's not even. Is there no way to leave this? Is it, am I tripping? Like, bro, if it's just like I'm missing it and it's not that obvious, again, this isn't a beta. This is not a beta build. This is. Won't even load you in bots or anything. Like, it's 2025, bro. Like, what are you doing? You can't solo it? Oh, Jesus, top of the screen. Okay, yeah, I am an idiot. I was looking at everything else. It was like right above the. All right, okay. Yeah, I'm an idiot on that one. Although it still wasn't that obvious. All right, so I can't do. I can't do. This is supposed to be a lobby. That's weird. Can't do. It just puts you in the same same. So you're just supposed to run through it as far as you can. Oh man! All right. Well, I'm gonna play a little bit more. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I can't. I cannot tell you to go play it. There'll be links down in the description if you want to know more about the game. This is just one of those games that I don't know why is a thing. I understand some of the ideals behind it, but like this already exists in much better formula. And I think I'm just super critical of that kind of stuff of like, hey, put out whatever kind of art and dream you want to put out there. However, it's not for me. And in my opinion, I think this is not going to do well because it's lacking so much that it's years. It would be years before this became anything that can compete with what's already out in the market in the last couple of years. And I look at it in that aspect because don't waste your time unless it's like just a huge passion project. Like I wouldn't waste your. I would go back to the drawing board and then spend more time developing skills and maybe using different engines and things like that and learning and then coming back at this. Because if you're not doing it as good as what's already out there, why are you doing it, man? Why are you doing it? To watch your project die, and that's harsh. That's harsh, but reviewers and other people won't say that shit. I'll say it because I hate seeing games die. And like I get it. You have a dream. You have a goal. But this ain't gonna make it, in my opinion. And grow up a little bit. I don't think we need to revisit why, but grow up a little bit. I'll see you on the next one. there you have it. If you made it this far, thanks for hanging out. Make sure to check out my TikTok, my socials. Links will be down below if you want to check this out too.